Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on SculptGL, and in this video we are going to see how to work with the different Sculpt tools. You can subscribe to these YouTube channels if you like the content. First link on the description. SculptGL, the complete course, is available, so if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models section of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course, different hours of training content to perfectly master SculptGL for 3D sculpting and to master the different tools, the different possibilities of the software. Second link on the description, the website in link with its YouTube channel. You have different video tutorial to learn different software on these channels, and second link on the description, it is like an online school and you can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I have this sphere here and I will go on the right and I will define the transform tools, and with the transform tool I will move a little bit here. We are going to create a base for a face, for example, and this is the reason for which I'm going to move a little bit my sphere. So after to do this work, you have different type of tools that you can use if you want to sculpt. One of the first tools that you can use a lot, it is something like, for example, the move tools. And with the move tools, just like this, first you can activate or not the symmetry. So in this case, I will activate the symmetry. And you can define a radius and an intensity as well, just like this. If I decrease a little bit my radius here, or let's just do something like this, I can go around this area, and the first thing that I'm going to do, I will switch the perspective mode for orthographic. It will be pretty better, and I will go left click here and I will dragging and moving a little bit on this direction and this direction first. Then I will go on the side view, and on this view I will adjust a little bit, for example this one, adjust a little bit here, and maybe adjust like that for the base of this face. Here on this area I can decrease a little bit the radius, and I will dragging and moving a little bit here and dragging a little bit here on these directions as well. I will go on the side view and on the front view, and as you can see I can adjust a little bit on these directions and to do something like that. So thanks to that I'm going to increase a little bit the size, and I will increase little bit here and here as well, and little bit on these directions. So thanks to that we can see another tool. Another tools can be the brush tools. So with the brush tools, concretely what you can do, for example I go on this area, you can just define a radius, intensity, and when you go left click here you can just draw. So for example if I go here I can start and draw something. Let's just come back on the directions, and I will just reduce a little bit the radius, and I can, as you can see, I can try to draw something just here. So I can just create a start just like this for maybe something like the neck. So I can just start something here, and maybe a little bit on this area as well. And after I will smooth first. So we can see on other tools I will use the smooth tools, and thanks to that when you use the smooth tool you can define a radius here, and you can define an intensity, and you can just smooth just like this. As you can see it's pretty convenient. I can also go on this view, and if I'm using my smooth tools, as you can see I can adjust here, I can adjust on this area as well, and I will be able to adjust just here. And I will increase a little bit the radius, and I will smooth a little bit also on the back. I can smooth also here, and thanks to that, as you can see, we can create a base just like this, for example for a face. And now I will come back with, for example, this tool, so it means the drag tools, and I can just reduce a little bit the size, and as you can see we can, for example, drag and move this one here, but I can also maybe drag and move a little bit on this direction. So I can maybe drag here, and just create something like this. I think I can adjust a little bit on this direction. Let's just press Ctrl Z. I'm going to come back Yes, at this level it's pretty more convenient. And I will reduce the drag tools, and I will do more something like this, just here. I will go on the side view, so we need to extend, so I will increase the drag tools. And as you can see, we can extend like this. I will increase the size one more times, and we can change, as you can see, the size of, for example, this one, just like that. And I can increase also a little bit the size on these directions, or the size on these directions as well. So I can just increase a little bit all this type of thing, just like that. And after I will just smooth to clean my topologize. So we just increase on this direction, increase on this direction, and I will switch for the smooth tools. And as you can see, it's really strong. So I need to decrease the intensity. And if I decrease the intensity, I will do something more like this, for example, just here. So that's it. So for example, we can just start a base just like that. If I wanted to create something for the ears, I can just use something like, for example, I will use directly the brush tools, so we can draw just like that. And if I go left click, as you can see, I can, for example, start something like this here in this direction. So we can just start something here and draw a little bit. And after to draw a little bit, maybe we can extend a little bit on these directions, and I can adjust with, for example, the drag tools. But you can also use, you have the move tool and the drag tool, they are very close. It's just that the drag tool, it's not possible to adjust, for example, the strength. This is the difference with the move tools. And you can create, for example, a base for ears. If I want to create, for example, a base for the eyes just here. Something that I will do, I will zoom a little bit out. I will select something like, for example, the brush tools. And you have the possibility to here to invert. So concretely, you can use invert. And if, for example, I go here and I increase a little bit the brush, I can go left click, and as you can see, you can, for example, invert just like that. And I can reduce a little bit the radius, and you can invert to place, for example, the eyes just here. If I want to create a base, I will remove invert here, and I will be able to do something like this as well. And thanks to that, I can draw using my draw tools, just like that. And we can adjust just here, and I can increase a little bit more on these directions, as you can see, to start to create something for example, a noise just here. I can also draw a little bit on this area, but I will decrease the intensity to just draw maybe a little bit here, and I can just start with something like this. And we can adjust with one more time the drag tool. So for example, I can, maybe we can draw a little bit like this, can draw on these directions as well. And here we can go a little bit more inside, for example, just here. So I can go a little bit more inside, but I need to use my brush tool because I need to also to draw again on this direction, maybe something like this. So as you can see, we can do different things. You have also flatten tools. This flatten tool is pretty convenient because you can just flatten an area. So as you can see, you can render flat just like this if you need. So you can make something flat. But I think it's too much. I will reduce and I will do something here. But I can come back also with the brush tools if I want, again, to, for example, adjust. When I go on this area, if I want to create a base, so you have different type of tools. You have a crease tools, also pretty interesting. With these crease tools, you can, for example, create something like this, and thanks to that, you can crease. So as you can see, we can maybe change the topology if I want to have a better render, but I think I can just crease like this to start. And after that, with the brush tools, I will be able to go around this area. I will reduce a little bit the radius, define my intensity, and if I go left click, I can start something here. Maybe we can subdivide more, but in this type of case, I will stay like this, and on this area, I will increase little bit the strength, and little bit the brush, and I will start something maybe like this. So as you can see, we can do this type of features here. And I can one more time use something like the drag tools. I can maybe adjust and drag a little bit on this area as well. And as you can see, this is the type of things that we can do. We can also maybe adjust a little bit here and reduce a little bit here. This one to make something with a little bit more interesting. On this area, maybe we can adjust a little bit here. So as you can see, you can make really very interesting things with this sculpt tools. I will adjust a little bit on the neck, just on this area, on this base. It is same. If you want, you can use also these brush tools. With the brush tool, for example, you can go here, or you can go on the other one on this area, and on this area you can, for example, use negative value, and you can just go inside. You can also increase the size, decrease the value, and thanks to that you can draw inside. Maybe we could subdivide more, but it's going to be okay in this case. Just going to create something little bit inside, just using this type of tools, just like that. And yes, just that's it. I will go on this area as well, and it's okay. I can also go here. As you can see, you can start also to go a little bit inside, and we can do something like this. You can increase the value, decrease this, increase, and let's do something like this here as well. I can use one more time the smooth tools. Oops, it's too strong, and let's just smooth a little bit. It's too much. I will come back here, decrease the intensity, the smooth value, and now it's going to be maybe pretty better, just like that. So just a little example about what we can do. So I wanted just to show you few tools that you can use when you want to start with SculptGL. As you can see, you have a very interesting range of possibility with this software, definitely. I can use the drag tools, and I can adjust a little bit here again. And yeah, this is the type of things that we can do. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. First link on the description, the complete course SculptGL is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. Second link on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software on these YouTube channels, have different basics about how to start with this software. And second link on the description, it is like an online school. So concretely, you can choose any type of complete courses, and thanks to that, you can learn any graphic software, because there are a lot of choice of different graphic courses available on this website. And for our next video on these channels, see you. Ciao, ciao.